Bills Mafia, what's going on, Bills Mafia? This is how we feeling today. We gonna let this ride. As of right now, Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. We still got our eyes on the ops though. Got the Browns on that screen, got the Colts on that screen. But we gonna let this ride. This is how we feeling today, Bills Mafia. This is what it is. That's about right. Again, we gonna let this play out, man. Y'all know what this is. Oh, shit! This is how we feeling today, Bills Mafia. Hit me with the horns. Oh, shit! Not the horns! Yes, indeed, Bills Mafia, what's going on? It's your boy Mac Mafia. Listen, feeling great, feeling outstanding again. As I said earlier, our Buffalo Bills are currently in the playoffs. We control our own destiny. We ain't relying on nobody. But nonetheless, like I told you guys, man, ain't nothing changed with me. That's the way I am. That's the way I'm brought up. I keep my eye on the ops always, man. Once again, got the Browns going on this game, got the Colts going on that game, and nonetheless, you guys know we got a big game that we'll be watching. We all be tuned into a little bit later, as the Cowboys go visit the Miami Dolphins. And listen, man, feeling great, feeling outstanding. Hope you guys had a good night. As for me, it was a late night because, as I told you guys before, I get up personally at 4:30 in the morning every morning. And that's just it. Saturday night or not, man, still kicked my ass, still was tired. But got up to do what I do, man. So, Bills Mafia again, man. Listen, hope you guys feeling good, man. First and foremost, before I get into anything, let me just tell you guys one thing right now, man. Don't buy into nobody who tells you any bullshit on the way we won yesterday. Listen, that's football. Understand one thing. The Chargers get paid just as the Bills get paid. Those are grown-ass men that, again, they playing for pride. Again, nobody want to get their teeth kicked in, right? So they gave us a fight. We played a team that, again, a lot of them is fighting for jobs. A lot of them is they want to put their talent on display none the least. But again, don't let nobody discourage you or let you know, yo, listen, I thought y'all Bills the offense was taking off, this, down, the third, or whatever have you. Don't fall into none of that hoopla shit. Don't believe in none of that. Again, they get paid on the other side of the ball as well. And our Buffalo Bills, nonetheless, we went in there, we got busy. And beneficial to us, right? Us as being Bills fans, right? One of the things that we could take out of that game is that we won a close one. And we won one that, if we being honest as Bills fans, because we can be very critical sometimes, right? But if we being honest as Bills fans, time management towards the end of that game was perfectly clean. Sean McDermott has to go off to Sean McDermott and the way he played that towards the end of the game. Because again, we've been very critical of him, the way he's been handling situations and so forth. Again, that was a grind win. Not everyone's going to be pretty. Listen, I prefer a knockout nonetheless. I definitely take a knockout any day. But again, if we got to go to 12 rounds and I got to win by decision, so be it, man. So be it. And that's what our Buffalo Bills did yesterday. And we played a game which, to be quite honest with you, man, if you look at stats, it's a game that was, stat-wise, is designed, it pretty much, the way things fell into place, it was designed not for us to win. The Chargers, they wake up this morning knowing that they outplayed the Buffalo Bills and they still took a loss, right? They had more first down than the Buffalo Bills. They had more time of possession than the Buffalo Bills. They had fewer penalties than the Buffalo Bills. They had no turnovers. They had 3 forced fumbles. Now, that's a fucked up feeling and a fucked up way to wake up on Christmas Day. Knowing that you outplayed a team completely in pretty much all areas of the game, right? And you still took the loss. So again, Buffalo, I just want to let you guys know one thing, man. Listen, be proud of our Bills. Be proud of our coaching staff. Do we have questions that we may be thinking about? Like, yo, like, case in point, my biggest question is, where the fuck was Dalton Kincaid? Again, like I told you guys in the last video, not once I seen him targeted, unless I missed something. But not once I seen him targeted. So those are questions that I have. But nonetheless, man, our Buffalo Bills played a great game. They got busy. It's not the prettiest of wins, but again, like I told you, not everything's gonna win. Not everything's gonna be pretty, man. Again, not everything's gonna be a knockout, and not everything's designed to be that way, man. And we gotta understand that. But what happens is we got a lot of scars, man, from the Buffalo Bills putting us through what they kind of put us through yesterday. But the problem is a lot of them scars, right, usually don't heal because we repeatedly go through the same shit. But we don't always get the outcome that we got yesterday. And being that we got the outcome that we got yesterday, listen, we need to sit back, relax, and chill, man. Don't look at none of the negative shit. Again, man, you just look forward to next week. We come at home, we play the New England Patriots. They always won. Let's go hand them their ass, man. Let's give them a sophisticated ass whooping. But again, man, listen, for a team that was outplayed and special teams, man, let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about special teams for a quick second, right? Because the boy Deontay Hardy, I get it. They haven't been utilizing him much, right? They haven't been utilizing him much, and they should. But you can't put that ball in the ground at a time like that. And you just can't do it. You just can't do it. A lot of people have been very very hard on him. Again, I give him a pass, but I will sit up there and say this, man, my man, you can't put that ball on the ground. You gotta, especially a player that's playing in the position that you're in, you need to capitalize on every opportunity you can, because I think we got you on a 1-year deal. I don't think it's a 2-year deal. So you need to pretty much capitalize on every opportunity you get. And listen, you just need to get better at that. Special teams, I think yesterday, if there was any phase that got outplayed, it was definitely special teams. Our special teams play like shit, with the exception of Reed Ferguson. That kid's a stud. I'll tell you something. I think we got the best long snapper in the game. Tyler Bass actually came through with a winning field goal, right? With the exception of that, though, man, like we play like shit. And the reason I point out Deontay Hardy is because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Leonard Fournette has never returned a ball. For as long as this man has been in the league, he has never been a punt returner. So for them to break him in and say, all right, yo, go catch this punt, go return this punt, that should be a smack in your face, homeboy. And that should be something you sit up there and you say, you know what, damn, I need to get my shit together. Maybe they're not happy with something that I'm doing. And I get it, you need to break Leonard Fournette in and whatever. But listen, my belief is you ain't gonna break a dude in by having him punt return. You're not doing that. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit up there, you're gonna hand him the ball, have him get that contact, get smacked around a little bit. Yo, how you feel? You feel good? Bet, all right, strap your chin up. Chin strap, let's go. Go back out there. That's how you're gonna do it personally. Just have him hit that, just have him feel that contact, and that'll be the end of that. But for them to have him returning punts, Deontay Hardy, that's a wake-up call, my man. That's a sign to let you know, bro, you have to do better, right? Like I said, as far as going back to Dalton Kincaid, I ain't see him at all. Let's see what the game plan is moving forward. I don't see why he wasn't a part of that game plan, because again, if you ask me, he needs to see at least 4 targets a game, minimum 4 targets a game. We just touching on that, right? We touching. Let's also talk about a Sean McDermott defense, who, again, we're very hypocritical of Sean McDermott and what it is that he does and so forth and stuff like that. But I don't think this man gets enough credit for doing what he does with what he got. Again, this is a man his defense been at a handicap the whole year, pretty much. He lost three studs. He lost Daquan Jones, he lost Tre'Davious White, and he lost Matt Milano in a matter of 7 days. And this man's defense, right? This man's defense has done an outstanding job. So even some of the hiccups that we faced early on in the year, you got to understand one thing. A lot of that shit was due to adjustments. Again, you can't lose 3 studs. 3 studs, 3 difference makers, game changers. You can't lose 3 of them and then expect to just be marvelous the next week. So a lot of the woes that we had, a lot of it, I believe, in my opinion, was adjustment periods. Him pretty much working with what he got, seeing what he got, and putting it out there on display. So, listen, Sean McDermott, hats off to you, because I'm going to tell you something. Even yesterday, 16 of the 22 points that the Chargers scored was on turnovers. So it's not like the defense was giving up them points. So everybody who was hypocritical on Sean McDermott, like I told you, me personally, I like the guy from day one, and I stand by him. I stand by him because I think he gets. I get it. Every decision ain't the best decision, but homeboy works with what he got, and he makes a lot of shit happen. And again, I know this is probably a decision, or I'm voicing something that ain't gonna be too popular with you guys, but with some of you guys, right? Because some of you guys stand by Sean McDermott, some want him out. The only thing I say about those who want him out is, who do you get? Like, who do you get? Where do you go to? Because, again, man, listen, I think he has a hold of that locker room. I think dudes respect him. I think dudes stand behind him. And I don't see us getting any better. I don't see no one better. Like, it's not like there's someone better out there. As you said, say, yo, let's get rid of this homeboy and let's grab him. I don't see it happening. But most importantly, like I said, we got to give homeboy his flowers. We got to give homeboy his props, because he is making chicken salad out of chicken shit. At the end of the day, Sean McDermott is literally working. If you look at this defense is a complete different defense of what he started the year for. Never would he have imagined, never us as Bills fans would we have imagined that we'll be without Trey White, we'll be without Matt Milano, and we'll be without Daquan Jones. Aside from that, also some of the injuries that we have suffered throughout the year. Case in point, Micah Hyde yesterday was not. Micah Hyde missed the last 2 weeks. So Sean McDermott is literally making something out of nothing, man. And I think we need to give that man his props. Let's talk about, let's get into Steph Diggs real quick. Steph Diggs, a lot of people talking shit about that as well. Yo, listen, Steph Diggs, he ain't eating, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't know the man personally, but I think the man really don't give a shit. I think that the man is just, all he cares about is winning. And the man understands that, guess what? Most of the attention is going to go to me. We got talent on this team. Feed them. The minute opportunity opens up for me, come see me. I'm available. I'm going to make it happen. That's what I think that's what type of time I think Stephon Diggs is on right now. I think the media is making it worse than what it is. So I'm telling you guys, man, like I told you, don't believe into the bullshit that these dudes is kicking, man. Don't believe into it, because again, at the end of the day, they want you to believe what they want you to believe. Because again, like I say it all the time, they tied into radio station, they tied into news stations. So again, they have to give you some type of news, and even if it's bullshit news, but again, bad news sells, right? Bad news spreads. So guess what? I want you to click here. I want you to watch here. I'm gonna tell you some bullshit, and more than likely you're gonna sit up there and you're gonna buy into it. So Bills Mafia, don't buy into that bullshit. Until we hear it from the horse's mouth, which is Stephon Diggs personally. Listen, I believe the man's a leader. I believe the man's a team player, and I believe the man really don't give a shit on how this is going. The man already got 1,000 yards on the year. Again, first Buffalo Bill receiver to do it 4 years in a row. Listen, man, don't believe into the bullshit these people are kicking. What else I got for you guys, man? Let's talk based on James Cook. No, wait, before we get into James Cook, let's talk about my man, which is Money Well Spent. That's his new handle, Money Well Spent. Because when they dropped a bag of money on him, there was a problem with, oh, we should pay Tremaine Edmonds, this, that, and the third. What we going to do now? XYZ, this, that, and the third. They chose not to pay Tremaine Edmonds, and they gave the money to Eddie O. And Eddie O's new handle is Ed Money Well Spent Oliver. Because, again, this man has showed up throughout the whole year. And I'm going to tell you something, and you guys know it. I ain't breaking no fucking news, right? He saved the game yesterday with that sack. Ed Oliver saved the game yesterday with that sack. So he's been playing phenomenal the whole year. He's been playing great football. And again, his new handle is Ed Money Well Spent Oliver. Because again, when they chose to pay him, a lot of people had a problem with it. A lot of people thought that they should have kept Tremaine Edmonds. Me personally, again, not to sound like one of them dudes, man, but me personally, I ain't care for Tremaine Edmonds. I knew early on that, and again, you could ask, I mean, not that you could ask, right? But people who know me know I always stood by Matt Milano. I believe Matt Milano was the brain behind that linebacker core, and I believe he was the driving force. Tremaine Edmonds, to me, overran a lot of plays. He took wrong routes. So when the Buffalo Bills chose to let him go, I was okay with that. Because again, I think had they spent money on him, I think that would have been blown ass money. I think that money would have been foolishly spent. I was actually in approval with them paying Ed Oliver, and thank God, because again, like I said, like I told you guys, Ed Oliver has been a stud on this defense, on a defense that's been playing left-handed or right-handed, depending on what's your dominant hand, all year. Buffalo Bills defense has been playing at a handicap all year, and Ed Oliver has definitely showed up. Listen, it was a blessing to pay this man and let Tremaine Edmunds go. It was a blessing. Same way, watch this. I stand on what I say, man. Gabe Davis, yesterday, phenomenal game. Thank you, champ. We appreciate it. But once the end of the year's over, clean out your locker, bro. We don't want you. I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, give us a great run to the end of the year. Hopefully we can make it to the playoffs. Hopefully we make it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we win the Super Bowl. X, Y, Z, all that. But again, once the season is over, champ, clear out your locker and let's see how you're doing free agency. Because somebody's going to pay you a bag of money. I promise you that. He's going to get paid a bag of money, but it'll be a big mistake for the Buffalo Bills to pay that man a bag of money. Buffalo be stupid to do so. Again, that's my opinion. Great game though yesterday. Like I said, he comes up with miracle shit. You know what I mean? Like he comes up with miracle shit. We're not gonna talk about that one route that him and I believe it was Murray was in the same area. Again, we're not gonna talk about that because this is all positive shit. We just happy we won. We happy we got away with one. And that's it. And we moving on the following week. But again, Gabe Davis, much props, bro. You had a good game yesterday. I'm not gonna take that from you. I'm gonna give you respect where respect is due. But at the end of the year, pack your shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of Buffalo, man. Last but not least, I'm gonna touch on my boy James Cook. James Cook, second-year running back, as you guys know, out of Georgia. He's a Bulldog, and he put together his first 1,000-yard season. Listen, what can we say about this dude? This is a stud. Listen, again, I know he had a phenomenal game last week, and a lot of us expect the same thing this week. Listen, he had 70 yards on the ground. That's still a great fucking game. If there's one thing that he did wrong was he put the ball on the floor. You cannot put the ball on the carpet, especially at a crucial time. Buffalo turned over the ball in Chargers territory. Again, we just can't do that, right? But James Cook, you can't put the ball on the carpet. You can't do that, champ. But there's no need to say that because I'm sure you already know that. I still believe in you. I'm glad Sean McDermott again believed in you. Once you fumbled, he didn't take you out the game like you fucking 7 years old. He kept you in the game and you was productive, bro. Like you still sat up there, you still read your blocks, you still picked. Listen, you did great, man. Listen, Sean McDermott, I applaud you for that as well, man. Like we have to give Sean McDermott a little bit of props here, man. And a lot of things that go under the radar that people don't see. Us as Bills fans, we have to look at it. We can't buy into the media shit. And we got to sit up there and we got to say, yo, listen, you know what? Like, just like I did Gabe Davis. You know, you got to call it for what it is, right? But Cook, you can't put the ball on the carpet because, again, that's a style of defense anyway where everybody ripping at the ball. But best believe, I promise you, for as dynamic as you can be, I promise you, someone in a linebacker, room, somebody I promise you, part of somebody's defensive plan, especially Bill Belichick next week, I promise you, they will aggressively be ripping at that ball because you've been known to put the ball on the carpet. So until you turn that narrative around, people, like I said, that's a style of defense anyway. Everybody rips at the ball, but they will aggressively rip at that ball when it comes to you because, again, you've put the ball on the carpet a little more than once. And again, do I think that's you? Absolutely not. I don't think that's you. I just think shit just went wrong. Again, you're a human being. That's part of the game. It's a part of life, and it happens. That's why there's a category for it, right? Fumble, right? Because you're not the first motherfucker to ever do it, right? But you just secure the ball more, champ. Just do that for us, man. And that's it, guys. Listen, my time is up, man. I gotta get up out of here. They got me doing some running around today. So I'll see half of that Dolphins game here, and then the other half I'll be watching to my phone till I get to my destination. And that's it, man. As you guys know, we rooting for the Cowboys today. We want the Dolphins to take this loss. And I told you guys before, man, I honestly think the Bills will win out, and I think the Dolphins will lose out. That's my prediction. That's what I think. And let's see if I'm right. All right. Bills Mafia, man, it's Christmas Eve. Y'all enjoy the rest of it. Y'all enjoy Christmas tomorrow. Have a safe one. Have a good time with your family, man. And take care of one another, man. Again, at the end of the day, man, like I told you, you got to wrap around 365 more days to make tomorrow special, man. So, listen, make tomorrow special with the people you love. If you're mad at somebody and you're not really feeling them, you're not fucking with them like that, that's okay. Just send them a text message, man, for your peace of mind ideas. Merry Christmas. You ain't even got to entertain them no more after that, but just show the person love, because again, like I told you, you got to wrap around this sun 365 more days to relive it. So, that's it. Bills Mafia, Bills Mafia. Drink your water. Eat your veggies. And when it comes to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business. Let's go Buffalo.